my screen? If possible, can someone please confirm if you are able to hear me clearly and able to see my screen? Guys, can someone please okay. Actually, I'm waiting for the folks to join, guys. Since 7, 10, 12 also people are not joining. I don't know. Okay, that's fine. I want to I'm waiting for the folks actually. So yesterday what we discussed is, we discussed about registry pattern. What exactly registry pattern is? To achieve a loosely coupled architecture between the client and server. To achieve a loosely coupled architecture between the client and server. Whenever there is a configuration change at a server side, okay, it should not impact the client. It should not impact the client here. Whenever there is a change in the server side, it should not impact the client. So that is the meaning of loosely coupled. What exactly the logic here? Every microservice should have its service name as well as port number. That is a unique service name, a unique port number. But the possibility is we can change the port number or we can change the IP address in real time. So all these details, service name, port number, host name, these will be shared to Eureka registry or a registry server. And also it has the capability of discovering functionality. It has the capability of discovering functionality, assuming that I have a order service, cart service, product service, shipment service. Okay. So these are the microservices. By default, they have a Eureka client version. By default, they have a Eureka client, which runs on different port numbers. So we no need to write any code, guys. As long as we have a pom.xml, as long as we have a pom.xml in client side, as long as we have a pom.xml at a client side, by default, it is going to start the Eureka service. Okay, it is going to start the Eureka service at a, it is going to call the registration service. There is a registration service where is another microservice with Eureka, and it is going to poll or it is going to ping or it is going to register. So whenever these microservices are started, it is going to register the service name as well as port number. Okay. Now the registrations are service name as well as port number. Okay. Also, which has a discovery service, can call that registration area. It has a discovery service which can call that registration area. So any client or web client or any client talks to that, it is going to have an API gateway which has a cross-cutting concerns, okay, which is going to call the discovery service, and it is going to route the traffic. It is going to route the traffic to the respective microservice. This is what I mentioned in yesterday's class here. Okay. So before I proceed further today, as of now, any questions from anyone? But there is a condition here. We should design our Eureka service and gateway service as fixed microservice, guys. In our design, we should think of Eureka as well as gateway as a fixed service, and there is no changes allowed in terms of configuration. That is the point here. Okay. So far, any questions, guys? As of now, anyone, any questions so far? Sir, let me repeat. Any questions so far, guys, please? Okay.
Sir,
Now,
yeah,
please.
Actually, you are telling one microservices with two capability, Eureka server and gateway. But gateway is different port, Eureka server is different port, as my knowledge.
No. It can be, for example, sir, let me read. Okay. For example, I can create a Spring Boot application with a web dependency, MySQL dependency, JPA dependency. Correct, right? I can create a Spring Boot project with a starter web dependency, with a MySQL dependency, with a data JPA dependency. In one project, I can define these three dependencies, right? Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if I use the same service name, all these are available under the same service, right? Server.port. For example, if I define for that project, server.port is equal to 8080. Under 8080, I can access starter web. Under 8080, I can access MySQL. Under 8080, I can access data JPA, right?
Okay.
Yes or no? In the
Yeah.
same way, I can create a microservice with the port number as 87. I mean, even if you don't give also, this is a default. Okay. Where
Yeah. 8
service
minutes.
name is equal to Eureka. Let me explain. I got your question. Let me explain. Okay. So by default, if I take a project by taking two dependencies, API gateway as well as Eureka server. Okay. I can take a project which I'll take two dependencies, API gateway as well as Eureka servers, not service, Eureka server. And whenever I take Eureka server as a dependency, default port number is 8761, default service name is Eureka, and I can access gateway through 8761, and I can access any of the functionality through Eureka server also. But it's not mandatory also. Okay, sir, it's not mandatory also. I can shift gateway to new servers, and I can shift Eureka to new server also, new service also. I can create two microservices also, but I can combine in real time. Whenever I'm allocating a VM, I'm allocating a machine. It should have some capability, right? Gateway functionality is what, sir? A pre-compiled operations. All cross-cutting concerns are pre-compiled. So where we can utilize our hardware by combining gateway and Eureka into one service. That is a microservice. Now you can ask your question.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Got it, right? Okay.
Thank you.
So, Vinod, it seems you are not joined for 2 days, right? Is that correct?
Sorry. Yeah, I joined, but I have some work with my office work. That's
But
what
that's
I
fine.
got.
That's fine. No, that's fine. But I hope you got my recording sessions. If you get a chance to look at my recording and maybe you're with there, or
Yeah.
you need to look further.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
No, sir. I'm asking question. Okay, please don't mind. I'm asking a question for you. Did you got a chance to look at my recording videos, or you need to look further?
No, I have to. Yeah. I have to.
Okay, look further. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I mean, the only intention is I'm saying that you are the one. I mean, some passionate guy asking good questions. So I don't want you to miss over the track. That's the only
Yeah.
intention, sir. Please don't mind. Why I'm asking is that's the only intention. Don't miss any track. That's the only point here. Okay. So don't think why this guy is looking for whether I go through or not. Okay. Just like I want to bring impression that you should at least everything you should aware, and so that it will be good for you to ask questions, more and more questions in upcoming session. That's the only intention. Okay. Right.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Guys, any other questions from anyone, guys? As of now, any questions from anyone?
Sir,
Okay.
Sir, one question, sir, here. So,
Please, sir, go ahead, sir.
So yesterday you were talking about the load balancing, right?
I'll talk today, sir. No, I didn't talk anything about load balancer, sir.
Okay.
I told that I am going to refer load balancer today.
Okay.
I didn't told anything about load balancer. If you have any question with load balancer, today I need to explain. Actually, I mean, someone asked me load balancer. I told that I am going to refer for today. That's the point. That's the agenda.
Fine.
Fine. Thank you. Any other questions, guys? Okay, perfect. Sir, I hope everyone is comfortable as of now, guys. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Now, what I am going to focus is about load balancing. So there is a long story, but we don't require that much long in our microservices architecture. I'll explain that also. Okay. Load balancing. So what is the meaning of load balancing means? We need to balance the load among the instances. So when we have a huge traffic, so we will balance the load. So what exactly load balancing is? A general people manager in our software industry, a manager role. Whatever the manager role is doing, same will be done by load balancing. What is the manager role, guys? Typically, what is a day-to-day manager role? He will get 30 to 40 emails per day. Average, I'm telling. Okay, or some work, 30 to 40 emails, he will get it. He has a team of 10 people. What he will do here? He will distribute that work. Right? He will distribute the work. What is his leadership skills? He will distribute in such a way that no one will be overloaded, no one will be underloaded. That is what his skill, leadership skill. Everyone should be have equally loaded, and wherever they are strong, that type of work the manager should give. Okay. On day one, whenever the work starts, he will distribute the work to all the people in his team, making sure that no one is overloaded, no one is underloaded, and getting a right task for them. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
Correct. But now, sir, here also in the same microservices architecture, for example, in yesterday's architecture, okay, order service is there, sir. I have yesterday's architecture, order service will be there. Okay. This order service is heavily utilized service. Lot of load may come on this particular order service. Okay. Now, this order service, I want to make a 4 or 5 instances. Same order service. What I will do here? I will make 4 to 5 instances. And I will make a manager for my order service. I will make my manager for order service, guys. What is the responsibility of my manager? Same here. What is the responsibility of my manager, guys? Same. Hey, I have a 5 people team. I have 5 servers. Distribute the load. Okay. So here, just like I can say that. So where I'm going to have order service 1. Okay. Order service 1, assuming that it is having the IP address 110.110.110.10 with a port number is 8080. This is one service, order service 1, something like that. Okay, sir. in the similar way, I am having order service 2 in the different computer, 10, 11. Okay, sir? $13, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right, sir? So these are my 4 computers which I allocate. And I have the same code, right? Sir, in every computer, auto service code is same or different, sir? Same code, sir. Same code. I will only change the computer. Our jar or a var or everything, right, sir? I'll change only the computer. First one will be accessed by HTTP 110.110.110.10:8080. Second service will be accessible by HTTP 110.110.110.11. Something like that. Every service is individually accessible. Correct, sir, so far? So that some request will go to service 1, some request will go to service 2, some request will go to service 3. One second. So service will 3 and service 4. So what is my point here is typically how I can shift the load. What is the way I can shift the load? That is the next point here I want to discuss here. Okay. Now, interview first question is, sir, how you can come up whether you require 3 services or 4 services or 5 services? How you can come up? As of now, I told 4 is my lucky number 4. That's why I told 4.
No, it is
This
as
interview
per
question.
requirement.
Based on the
It is-
combination.
It
It
as
is
per
not
business
based on. No, it is not based on business require. What business will tell, sir? What business will tell? I want order service will be highly available. Business, what business will tell? I want order service. That's it. This is the input, this is the output. Whether you balance it or you don't balance it, you write high efficient code, I don't care. What is the business requirement? This is your input JSON object. You need to write a code and you need to give me this JSON object. That's it. That is a business requirement. Am I right?
No, if it is some festival season or you are giving some sales like this only, no, it will-
Correct.
there will
Anytime,
be
sir.
good load.
If any festival season is there, is my JSON object will change? Is my business logic will change? Whatever the code I am writing, business requirement is what? What is the business requirement? Customer is telling, this is what I want. You software, you need to achieve this. You write a code, achieve this. This is my input JSON, this is my output. Right? And customer may tell that in a normal day, normal traffic, in heavy, in a sale day or in some days, heavy traffic. That's it, the business will tell you. Business customer will tell you, hey Vijay, normal days, average 10,000 people may hit our application. Festival days, holiday sales, or some kind of some kind of sales, you will get a 1 lakh, 2 lakhs hits. That's what customer will tell. Am I right? He will give you a approximate count. Correct, right? Will you agree with my point? Now, how can I come up with number of instances?
Yeah, if we have to keep threshold and CPU size, if it will be reached, then it will create a new instance.
By default, sir, okay, we have a server level configuration Okay. Whatever the hardware configuration, like what is the CPU, okay, and the CPU configuration, RAM configuration, OS utilization, lot of factors will be there. Where, okay, I will apply a parallel processing job. I have some tools, or I can write my own tool where I'll create some 1 lakh threads. I'll bombard my service with that 1 lakh threads. I'll bombard my service with the 1 lakh threads. I'll hit. I will see if I hit 1 lakh threads with a fraction of few milliseconds, just like I'm simulating 1 lakh requests are coming to my service. 1 lakh requests are coming to my service. I want to simulate. For that, we have low tools are there, or else I can write a multi-threading code. I can hit it. Now I need to see how many requests my server is responding. How many requests my server is not able to respond. How to come to know? There are various technologies where you will update the database. Thread 1, you got this is the request, you got the response or not. Thread 2, like that you can, some way you can identify, right, sir? Where for 1 lakh requests, are you getting the respective load or not? With that, you'll come to know your server can capable of, one instance can capable of resolving how many requests. A person is also there. How much rice he will take? How will come to know? Day 1, he'll take 500 grams of rice. After that, he will still feel hungry. He'll slowly take 100 grams. Then his stomach is full. He'll think that 600 grams is capacity. For example, he took 500 grams, so he's not able to eat till he finishes 200 grams. After that, his stomach is full. Then he'll wait the remaining. Remaining rice is 300 grams. Okay, I have taken 200. 200 is my capacity. So he'll come to know some kind of statistics with in-house exercise, right? In-house exercise. Whatever the RAM, whatever the CPU and CPU configuration, everything, we will come to a conclusion that the capacity of the service is 1,000 calls, 2,000 calls, 4,000 calls, whatever it may be, depends on that. It is not same as per your requirement. Every server, every service depends on, okay? If it is a Windows, some kind of count. Linux, some kind of count. Mac, some kind, like different things are there. Understand, right, sir? So, retrieving the capacity of the server is completely developer's job, where he can write a code to get the count, or he can use third-party tools. Lot of third-party tools. If I give my URL, if I give first 100 requests, it will tell you 100 requests are successfully processed in these many seconds. Latency, average time, all the things it will give, the tool will give. Then I will increase 500. Then I'll increase 1,000. In between, I'll come to know some number, how many services, how many requests my service is able to capture. Understand, right? Based on that, I will think about customer requirement. How much he is asking. Based on that, I'll think about customer requirement, how much he is asking. Okay. So that way I can come to a conclusion to keep that many number of instances. Understand, right, guys? Now, what I will do here, I need an infrastructure, a manager. I need to recruit a manager. Hey, manager, these are my 4 people. You manage them. You give a work, you follow up, you track it, and you appreciate them, you manage them, you give money to them, you appreciate them, you give award, everything. A technical manager, I mean, not technical manager, people manager. That manager, I feel that it is a load balancer. Can I call that as a load balancer? That manager is a load balancer. Okay. So this is order service load balancer. Sir, whatever I'm talking is not only microservices, sir. In every architecture, the same, sir. So there is nothing specific related to order service load balancer. It is common for all architectures, all programming language, everywhere this is common. Okay. It is going to balance the load. Okay, it is going to balance the load. How it is going to balance the load, guys? There are two approaches, guys. I mean, there are different approaches, guys, but out of which two approaches, main approaches. Any idea about main approaches, two approaches? Any idea, guys? Anyone? If you have an idea, let me know. Otherwise, no need.
Client side load balancing and server side load balancing. They're two different.
That is different. No. I'm talking about client side, server side is, there is a, which way you want to do that. But how it is going to shift the load? What is the logic? You have 4 people. You got 20 tasks in your team. You got 4 people. How will divide the tasks into 4 people?
So this round robin and consistent.
Exactly. Yes. We call that as a sticky session, round robin, as well as CPU utilization. Sir, there are a lot of characteristics are there, sir, but I am mentioning these 3. Okay. Depends on your requirement. Cost will vary. It's we have lot of tools are available, open source as well as licensed tool. Okay. Sticky session. Just like I'll give a high level. Sir, this is nothing to do with our microservices concepts design, sir. Whatever I'm teaching is not related to microservices design. We don't care actually. Because the same load balancing applies for monolithic, microservice and everything. That's it. No specific area we need to understand related to microservice. Assuming that API gateway is there, microservice only. Registry is there, microservice only. Decomposition, microservice only. Right, sir? But this is only a common aspect. I don't want to go further details here. Sticky session means, sir, I am getting, there are 4 requests, sir. Okay, sir. I am getting 4 requests, sir. What is it actually? App 1, app 2, web 1, web 2. So there are totally 4 people are accessing my application. One person from app 1, another person from app 2, one person from web 1, another person is from web 2. What is web 1? Web application. People are accessing my application. Okay. So they want to place an order. They will not talk to order service. Blindly, they will not talk to order service, guys. They will talk to load balancer. They are going to talk to load balancer. Okay. What is a sticky session means? For example, app 1 requests. Okay. App 1 requests are reaching to app 1 requests are reaching to. Okay, where I can say that app 1. Understand, sir? So app 1 request is reaching to order service 1. Sir, I am going to get only one request from app 1, sir. Lot of requests I'll get it, right? Whenever I click on products, whenever I click on discounts, whenever I click on home page, whenever I click on log, any request, right? App 1. So sticky session will have a track. App 1 went to order service 1. App 2 went to order service 2. Web 1 went to order service 3. Web 2 went to order service 4. Assuming just as that, okay? So sticky session will have a track. And what is a track will tell you? Any request from app 1, always go to order service 1 only, because it's a sticky session. Whatever the session level data we have, right? What is the session level data? For example, I selected 10 products in my cart. I went to payment page. Again, I back to cart page. Okay, sir. I added 10 products. I went to payment page. Again, I want my cart page, right? So I'll store that 10 records, 10 products in my session level memory, right? So sticky session is going to it. I'll make sure that any request from app 1 always will go to order service 1 only. Understand? Order service only. App 2, order service 2. Web 1, order service 3. Web 2, order service 4. So we have a sticky, means I have a mark. I'll make sure that. And this is the pattern 90% of the people will use, have a success story. This pattern. What is the pattern here? If a request is going to the one of the load balancing server, and all the requests will follow the same server. Drawback is not that much. Drawbacks are not that much. Where one major drawback is, for example, sir, app 2, web 1, web 2, all are closed, sir. App 2, web 1, web 2, all are closed. Okay, only app 1 is active. Now there is a huge requirement, there is a huge load on app 1. Maybe I'm adding 1,000 products in my cart. I'm doing lot of manipulations. But all will go to order service 1 only, right? Even though order service 2, 3, 4 are idle. But it's a very rare scenario. I don't want to go further here. Mostly everyone will use sticky session. The algorithm. Okay? While building the order service load balancer, while constructing the load balancer, I need to mention, I want sticky session algorithm to be used. It's a property. Now, round robin. Sir, I don't care, sir. I will make a toss and I'll give the load. I make a toss, I'll give the load. Whenever I see 1, 2, 3, 4, I will randomly distribute. I'll randomly distribute. That is round robin. I'll follow the order, randomly distribute, and I'll follow that. Third one is CPU utilization. Every time I will see the CPU utilization of service 1, service 2, service 3, service 4. and based on the CPU utilization, it will route the load. So these are the three parameters on balancing the load. There are a lot of parameters also available, but these are the top parameters in balancing the load from client to server. Now coming back to client side load balancer or server side load balancer, that's a different topic here, but this is what a load balancing strategy, okay, which is a client side, okay, where it is going to shift the load, but completely this algorithm is at server side, where sticky session or a round robin or whatever it may be, okay. So whatever it may be, that is a purely, it is a typical model, okay. On a client side, guys, I have a load balancer and the same infrastructure. If I have it a client side, then I will shift the load to 1, 2, 3, 4 based on that. So generally, client side and server side load balance, there is a small difference which I will discuss here, which I'm going to discuss further. But this is a typical scenario of a load balancer. Okay, sticky session, round robin, CPU utilization. Okay, and I'll discuss more on server side as well as client side. I'll discuss more on this actually. Okay, right. Any questions on this as of now?
Sir, sticky session, round robin, CPU, these three are server side. Is it correct?
Correct.
Then
Yes.
I have one question. Like your order service 1, order service 2, order service 3, order service 4. Like how those services will be created automatically? We have only order
By
service 1
default,
only.
sir. That's what I told, right, sir? That's what I told, right? Where I'll take 4 computers. Order service.jar or order service.var will be there, right? In computer 1, I'll deploy. In computer 2, I'll deploy. In computer 3, I'll deploy. In computer 4, I'll deploy. Or else, if you want in the same computer, it's possible, right? It's not mandated that order service available in only different computers. In the same computer, what I'll do here? 8080, one service. 8081, another service. 8082, another service. 8083, another service. In the same computer, IP address is same, only port number will change.
That's what that's what I thought. You mentioned same IP, same port number. That's what I got doubt. 808080.
But I mentioned, but I'm, yeah. No, I mentioned 10, 11, 12, 13, right, sir? IP address. Why I wrote IP address? Intentionally, I wrote IP address.
Okay.
110.110.110.10, 110.110.110.11. I wrote different IP, right? That's why I wrote the 8080. Got it right? Yeah.
Yeah. We have to run 4 times our order service to change port number. For example, in Spring Boot application, order service is there. We have to run 4 times based on the load, like to change the port number.
To change the port number. If you want 4 instances.
Yeah.
4 times we need to run if you need to have 4 instances. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sir. Any other questions, guys, on this? As of now, anyone questions here? Sir, this is nothing related to microservice, sir. Sticky session, round robin, CPU utilization. It's a common principles across the programming in .NET, in Java, everywhere. This concept is common. Okay. Right. Now, what I'm going is, now coming back to this architecture. If my order service is there, which service I need to register to Eureka? Now this is my order service setup, sir. Okay, sir. This is my order service setup. This is my order service setup. Understand, right? Where I have a load balancer, I have 4 instances. This is my order service setup. Understand? Now, where this architecture will fit here? Understood, right? I have not only one single auto service, guys. I don't have only one single auto service. I have the complete setup. Now, how that will fit here? Understand, right, guys? Yes. Sir, everyone is clear on my question, guys, please. Sir, everyone come to know where I am going. Everyone is understanding, right? Why I went to load balancing, why I explained sticky session, round robin, and all those things. And coming back to my topic, how it is linked to my registry and discovery. Everyone got it right, sir? Please don't mind. Everyone is clear. What is my question? It's important.
Yes, we got it.
Yeah, thank you. Now, simple nothing, sir. We don't have anything here. I will keep Eureka client here. I will give this IP address 110.110.110.09. Assuming that it is a separate machine. It's assuming that separate machine. Okay. Ultimately, separate machine. So when I access this, how I access? How can I access here? HTTP 110.110.110.09 / order service / JSON. Something like I'm taking. So 110.110.110.09 order service / JSON. So by default 110.110.110.09 is the IP address of load balancer. Any request comes, it will shift to 10, 11, 12 or 30. The request should go to 09. That's it. It will take care. If it goes to 09, then it will take care. How to proceed further? You no need to worry. My request should go to 09. If I go to 09, that's it. It will only take care. Right? For example, sir, first time I'm going to a Tirupati temple. I didn't went any time. First time I'm going. If I go to till line queue, darshan line queue, if I enter there, if I reach to that point, entry queue, then I no need to go the directions, right? I no need to know the directions, right? To reach my God. Automatically line will take care about me, right? Just like a coincidence, guys. Don't mind otherwise. Okay. So here also my intention was I will only reach to load balancer, and load balancer will route the request to any of these services. To any of these services. Okay. Whether it's sticky session or round robin or CPU utilization, any of these things, it should be taken care. Understand? So in this architecture, what I'll do here? Service name is same, sir. There is no change in service name. Port number is. We will not give port number, right, guys? To outside world. So what I'll do here? We will register LB IP address. Load balancer IP address. Load balancer IP address. Outside world. Port number is, what is the port number? If it's the same computer or different computer, whatever it may be, right, guys? So I'm going to give the port number. If it is a different port number, what is the port number of load balancer is listening? But in best practice, all port numbers are same. That's the best practice. 8080, 8080, 8080, 80. If at all, if we are spinning our services in different VMs, in the same VM, assuming that same VM, then I will give load balancer port number to Eureka. I will only mention load balancer details to Eureka. I will only mention load balancing details to Eureka. Okay. And LB will take care about LB is going to take care about the it is going to take care about reaching the particular service. So here, any load balancer details only I will register to Eureka. That's it. Load balancer IP address, load balancer port number. But port number best practice is, if we are keeping our services in all different VMs, then use common port so that it is easy for tracking. That's the only best practice. If you are keeping in a same computer, then only mention load balancer IP address, load balancer port number. That's it. Load balancer IP address, load balancer port number. Okay. Right. Now,
can you repeat once again? Please repeat.
Sure. Yeah. So what is my point, sir? When this order service is there with Eureka, okay, in this diagram, where it will fit actually? I don't want to register individual services to Eureka. Like order service is in there in 10 IP address, order service 2 is in 11 IP address, order service 3 is in 12 IP address, order service 4 is in 13. I will not register all these 4 services to Eureka. What I told yesterday, every service will have a service name and port number that will be registered to Eureka, right? But when it's having a load balancer, we will not individually register individual microservices to Eureka. We will register the load balancer details to Eureka. What is the load balancer IP address? Where load balancer is listening. IP address and listening. Understand? IP address and listening. Port number.
Yes, correct.
We will, yeah. Now we will only register the IP address as well as port number. So best practice, one of the best practice I am telling is, sir, anyhow, if you are taking 4-5 different computers on one computer load balancer should be always on different computer. Okay, it's a third party component, right? And our 4 microservices on 4 different computers. What I will do here, I'll make all are listening to single port for better tracking. That's the only best practice. It's not mandatory. That's what I told you. Okay, clear? Yeah. Sir, any questions here, guys? As of now, on this particular load balancing is concerned.
Yes, I have one small doubt. That this load balancer itself is a Eureka server, right?
No. Eureka is what, sir? In yesterday's diagram, what is Eureka? Do you see any load balancer in the Eureka?
No, it is an registry server as well as a discovery client.
Correct.
Registry client.
Load balancer it's a separate capability. In Spring, we have a load balancer is there. In Spring, load balancer is there, sir. We call.
Ribbon.
Sorry?
As a ribbon load balancer.
Yeah, elastic ribbon. Yes, yes. Sorry, correct. I forgot that name. Ribbon. Elastic ribbon. Okay. AWS is giving. All cloud providers are giving, and lot of load balancer are available. These are a separate capability. Load balancing is a separate capability that is nowhere related to Eureka. Eureka only take care of registry services, discovery services. API gateway is for cross-cutting concerns. That's it. Clear, high-level understanding. Let me repeat here. Eureka service, two capabilities: registering, discovery. API gateway, cross-cutting concern. That's it. On a one sentence, if someone asks you, right? Yeah. Any other questions from anyone, guys, here?
It is server-side load balancing, right?
It's a server-side load balancer, yes. If it is a client-side load balancer, client-side load balancing means what?
Then it will come before API gateway. Before API gateway, that load balancer it will come.
Correct,
right?
exactly. Before API gateway itself, load balancer will come, and that is not a workable. No one will use server client-side load balancer. Client, how does it knows a new server is coming? So generally, client-side load balancing are best suits for monoliths or legacy architectures. Microservices are dynamic. I can spin up a new I can spin up a new microservice on the fly. Correct, right? Can I spin up a new order service file at runtime? Can I create order service file at runtime?
Suppose one new order service called order service 5 came. Okay. Then how this load balancer will know that there is one more instance of that order service? How it will know?
Sir, first of all, I asked a question. Okay. I asked a question. What is my question? Can I create at runtime order service file with 110.110.110.14? Can I create first of all at runtime?
We can create.
Yes, we can create. We can create.
How?
Sir,
Elastic by auto scaling, we can create one more load balance. Order service instance by auto scaling, right? It will automatically.
By default, it is a capability of a cloud only. On-prem, we don't have that architecture. It's a
Correct.
cloud provider. Only cloud provider only can provide that. And they will charge heavy money on that. Okay. Lot of people not aware of this. Let me please. Okay. Lot of
Either
people are not
Kubernetes-
aware of this.
By using Kubernetes or EKS, we can do.
Yes. Whatever it may be. It's not on-prem. On-premise, it is not possible. What is on-prem?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
On-prem in the sense in our infrastructure without cloud capability.
Yes.
It's not possible. It's not possible. Okay.
Yeah.
And if that too, if I use, I need to use cloud load balancer only, not our own load balancer. Third party, if for example, I written my own load balancer, I cannot use that. Completely, I need to outsource this entire logic to cloud. Hey, this is my order service logic. Okay. I need to tell my requirement to cloud. This is what my customer is telling. Average load is 1000 requests. 4 services are sufficient. In a sale time, maybe 2 or 3 instances we need at runtime. Okay. They will spin up a new EC2 instance. They wrote the code on AWS or Azure and GCP. They wrote the code actually. Okay. Whenever there is a load is there, they automatically create a new EC2 instance dynamically and they will keep S3 bucket and elastic beanstalk EBS are just now one of my friend told Kubernetes. That entire Kubernetes architecture will move the code and will spin up a EC2 instance and will run the container. Once else check is done, that configuration will be added at runtime and that will be added to the load balance. These all things will happen through cloud provider. Developer doesn't have a control that way. Even DevOps also doesn't control that. Completely cloud will manage. For that, you need to know cloud, AWS knowledge or GCP or Azure, how to do auto scaling. What are the options are available? What is the cost involved? How to do that? That's completely part of cloud. Okay. Yeah. Maybe now I have some, I don't know, till I didn't complete it. I only talked till now, sir, client to server only. Client to server, client or web client to server service. But within service to service. Assuming that order service one want to talk to cart service. Order service one talk to shipment service. How to do that? I didn't get a time here. Maybe I'll take in the next class. Sir, guys, please, you people can join at the right time, guys. Please, 7 o'clock sharp. Please don't mind. I'm waiting here because of the 2-3 days gap. Again, people, okay. Kindly join at the right time. Mostly tomorrow, my workshop will be there, sir. The topic is, someone asked me security. I don't know in this batch or someone asked me security JWT.
Yeah.
So I'm yeah. Okay, that is what my tomorrow's workshop topic. Whatever
not
the
JWT, sir, not JWT, other OAuth.
We'll take it next workshop. As of now, I'm taking JWT tomorrow. Okay, it's published
Tomorrow,
already.
What time?
I didn't get the timings here. I need to get the timings as of now. Mostly 9:30 to 10 a.m. IST.
And tomorrow
Okay.
the class will be there, right?
Tomorrow,
That this class, it will be there tomorrow, right?
Sunday, right? So tomorrow.
No, tomorrow is.
Man, tomorrow is Sunday, sir.
Yes, okay. Tomorrow.
yeah.
I got scared. I got scared first of all. What is that? That's what I know. Tomorrow is workshop. Means okay. Tomorrow is Sunday, no class. Okay. Only we have workshop. We'll see on Monday.
Sir,
Okay.
you were asking about the at runtime can we create one more instance? So what was the answer, sir?
It's a cloud provider capability. Cloud will provide that.
Once we enable the load balancing, so it is automatically taking care of.
Exactly.
So it is not our responsibility. So
it's
we
not
cannot
our
create
responsibility.
this or
Exactly.
Okay.
We cannot do anything. Just we will tell, this is my, if it is a Docker or Kubernetes, this is my container. Okay. Or if it is a normal this is our WAR file or jar file. That's it. I'll give to cloud and and they will manage.
Okay. Sir, here, okay, I got it, sir. Where here load balancer is a separate application or it's only configuration?
It's a load balancer will manage, right, sir? Because I am not going to do that, right? Because I cannot take that load balancing for a dynamic load. If it is a normal load, static load balancing is a separate software I can purchase, or I can write my code also with a sticky session logic or round robin or CP utilization, but it's a static configuration. Once I started my load balancer, it will have only 4 services: auto service 1, auto service 2, auto service 3, auto service 4. Dynamic I cannot do. Only cloud can only do that. Cloud, cloud load balancer only can do that. Elastic Beanstalk, I told, right? EBS.
So you are talking about only AWS or Spring Boot?
All. No, Spring Boot Cloud doesn't have that. Sorry.
So you are asking about Ribbon client. Ribbon. So that is acting as a load balancer.
Ribbon client does not have. Just now I told Spring Boot Cloud does not have this capability. Dynamic load balancing is not there with Spring Boot Cloud. or a ribbon cloud. Ribbon is a purely, I can say that it is a static load balancing. I need to tell service 1, service 2, service 3, service 4. Dynamic, it is not possible. If you want service 5, I need to stop ribbon. I need to include 5. I need to start again. Dynamically, it is not possible. Got it, sir?
So, sir, it means once we have to register that load balancer to Eureka server. So it is the part of AWS or it is the part of our Spring Boot?
Just now I
Where
give
we are
all the
going to-
answers. So just now I gave all the answers, right? You are not listening to whatever last 15 minutes.
I'm here, sir. But I
Okay.
don't
No, I'm not.
get clarity
Okay.
on that.
That's fine. Sir, do you need like dynamic load balancing or static load balancing? That's the first requirement.
Dynamic,
you should.
actually, we need
Dynamic
dynamic.
means, yeah, dynamic means Spring Cloud, we cannot do that. I need to take a cloud provider assistance. What I will do here, cloud will provide their load balancer. Cloud will provide their dynamic instance configuration. We are not going to write any code or any configuration or anything. We will not write anything here.
But sir, load balancer should be registered with the Eureka server now, as we discussed now.
Correct, sir. We will only register load balancer IP address. What will register Eureka service? Our load balancer IP address only. And that load balancer can be mapped to any other IP. What I need here? I need a dynamic configuration between load balancer to my service, not a dynamic configuration between Eureka and load balancer. You got?
Yes.
You got it
Sir.
right? What is it?
Sorry for interrupt.
Yes, yes. We only just configure the load balancer URL IP
Exactly.
address.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
Sir, actually, people, people will getting confusion. Actually, sir will maybe while he's doing like live like coding session, then we got to know all doubts. I thought, is it correct,
No,
sir?
no, nothing like that. He's asked a right question. It's a right problem. It's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Even if you write a
Actually,
code also,
if
no,
you-
no.
yeah,
Wait,
in the
wait.
code means if you are showing live na, then we got to know easily understanding. I thought.
Correct. But even you write code, this question will come. Whatever Ansari asked the question, it's a valid question. Okay. I mean, just like, please don't mind. I'm not, this is a valid question. So his point is there anything I can do on an auto scaling point of view, dynamic scaling? Without cloud provider, we cannot do that. Okay. Slowly serverless architectures are coming, but that also requires a cloud. The only gap is I cannot create my own VM. Correct, right? I cannot create my own hardware at runtime. That's the only gap in our on-prem. But cloud is dynamical. They have an infrastructure, right? They can do that. That's the only difference.
Sir, in later point of time, we can do this kind of demo.
No, sir. It's not part of AWS. It's I told only microservices. This is, you need to know the cloud. AWS cloud, how to configure EBS, how to configure VPN, how to do that S3 bucket. It is not part of our course. I gave a clear course content. Please don't mind. Okay.
But
And
sir, somewhere we have to deploy that application and we have to check them, test them actually.
By default, I'm telling, sir, all cloud concepts is part of, now whatever you are learning, whatever you want to know, you need to have an idea of AWS and you should be AWS architect. It's not that blindly go here, change it. It's a big topic to do this. It's almost 10 to 15 days topic. It's not simple topic what you think of. Okay.
So finally, we are going to deploy application on Kubernetes or somewhere else, or we can only see how the theory is there, and we don't able to see the practical.
This is we'll write a code on our local computer, and same it is Kubernetes or Docker. It's the same. We are running our code in our computer and we can spin up multiple instances. No cloud will part of this. If you want AWS cloud, I can give you a small demo how to keep my cloud on AWS and how to deploy on AWS and all those things. But dynamic load balancing, bean configuration, stack configuration, all these are part of AWS architect certification course. These topics will come. Okay. Okay. I need to stop, guys. I need to stop already a little bit late.
No,
Okay.
no, just one more small question here. So just he talked about now that cloud deployment, DevOps, Kubernetes. So I think these are all the responsibility of DevOps engineers,
Correct.
right?
Yes. DevOps with cloud. DevOps, not only DevOps, DevOps plus cloud. Okay. And the concept is any programming language, it's a .NET or a Spring Boot or a microservices or a Java or Node.js. DevOps plus cloud are common. The code will be there here and they will ship the load. So DevOps plus cloud, that these will be part, especially auto scaling. AWS architect certification. There's a certification course, AWS architect. Here you will see it's a 15 to 20 days course actually. I mean 15 to 20 days topic that is. Okay. Yeah, fine. I'll stop for guys. Sorry. Okay. I need to leave. We'll see on Monday. Thank you.
What about Docker, sir? You can deploy our code in Docker, no? That is, I thought it is under course one.
Sir, sir, this is not a Spring Boot topic, sir. This is a course content where our
Sir,
microservices.
it requires deployment. We have to deploy the application. So at least we need to then know how we deploy that in Kubernetes using Docker. So at least one demo should be there to get
Sir,
all these things.
First point is you should have a knowledge on Docker and Kubernetes.
Yes.
Right?
Some.
Assuming that Ansari is having a knowledge, but other people doesn't have a knowledge.
Yes, sir. I have also having knowledge in Docker and Kubernetes.
No, I'm not. I'm just like I'm telling that all people may have a knowledge
Those who don't have knowledge of Docker or Kubernetes, they can how they can deploy the application at least.
Okay, maybe I'll take up this point. I cannot assure, sir. I cannot assure. If everyone is aware, it's not that I can create an application, I can showcase. It's no problem in showcasing. Okay. The point is, sir, I don't know anything on Kubernetes. I don't know anything on Docker. I don't know anything on AS3 bucket. I don't know anything on EC2. I cannot convince. I cannot teach from there actually. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's a different topic. First of all, let me complete whatever I have. Okay. Then we'll think of the possible. Okay. Thank you. Thank you guys. Have a great day.